further ado, let's bring out our first guest of the evening, Mark Chalfant.
Thank you for joining us.
Our pleasure.
Yeah, our pleasure. So tell us about POTUS. These are presidentially themed shows coming up in the fall.
Yes, it's called POTUS Among Us. It is actually a live, improvised presidential election from beginning to end. The audience participates in feeding platform ideas to a vast field of candidates. They narrow them down to two main contenders, and then those contenders try and rip each other's hearts out.
Yes!
Just like the real election, and then at the end of the performance, the audience actually votes and chooses who they think the most qualified leader of the free world is.
Unlike normal voters.
It's real democracy happening in the room with actual humans.
There's no electoral college trying to get in the way and ruin it.
No Supreme Court rulings.
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
No hanging chats.
No.
So now, can you tell us who the cast members are? Who can we look forward to seeing?
Wow. Well, there are a lot of cast members. So far, it's a 19-member cast.
Whoa!
It's huge because we're doing 5 performances each weekend.
That's amazing.
A returning cast member is Karen Lang. She's one of the most competitive candidates I've ever met.
She loves to win.
Yes, she does. She may have already mailed some of you something about her candidate. Archie Peruvia is playing. Aaron Mosby is playing. 19 people is a lot to remember. Elizabeth O'Neill is playing. Yes.
Cool. Well, and we're going to see a few of them shortly.
Yes, we are.
So that's it's exciting. And now, Mark, do you have a prediction for what the actual election is going to be? Who do you think is going to win?
In the real world?
In the real world.
Well, Washington Improv Theater is a 501c3. I am technically forbidden espousing and it wouldn't be legal.
All right. I don't want to break the law. We love this. We love this roof over our heads. So.
One last question. I know that POTUS is an acronym that's important for us to understand what it is, but I hate that word, POTUS. It upsets me because it just sounds so gross. Sounds like a condition or something. I don't know. It's irrelevant. Please continue. Just say it 3 times, Vicky.
Do you like SCOTUS?
No!
Lotus?
That's better.
Scrotus.
That was coming. I knew it.
Now, Mark, all right, one final question before we bring out our candidates. What was your hottest moment of the day?
My hottest?
Hottest moment.
Like in a sexual way or in a true way?
However you want to think.
Wow. Okay. Really? I slept in because our shows are going late, and so I woke up to hearing my boyfriend say bye, and I just barely started to open my eyes, and it was my boyfriend who was naked, who was stepping out of the bedroom to go down the hall and take a shower. And then I went back to sleep. So I had this weird dream, am I awake?
Was that Miss POTUS?
Thank you so much, Mark. Now, without further ado, do you want to bring out our candidates?
I think we should. We do have 2 candidates who are vying to be your next president. I'd love for you to join me in welcoming them out here. We have Sage Lavender Lawrence and William Lopez Chang.
Governor Lawrence and I flipped a coin earlier outside. Thank you so much for being here tonight. Thank you, Charlie. Thank you so much for hosting us tonight. We appreciate you being here to support the arts. The arts are a very, very important thing in our lives as true Americans. Governor Lawrence and I flipped a coin, and she has asked that I start tonight's
just a pinch.
Speeches.
Just a pinch nervous.
So I took the opportunity. So good evening, everybody. My name is William Lopez Chang. I am from the 7th District. I'm a state senator in the great state of Rhode Island. You might think Rhode Island, we are a small state, but we are big where it counts. And I will leave it at that. Now I know that America has a lot of issues. A lot of you wrote down the very, very important issues that are affecting you out there in the lobbies. Thank you for sharing your issues with us. And my hope tonight is to be able to solve or address some of those issues. So I want to announce that America tonight, I am running on a very, very important platform. And my platform is denial. First of all, there is nothing wrong with America. So what I said earlier was really just a trick question to make sure everybody was paying attention. America, if you vote for me as president, I will ensure that every household in this great nation of ours gets blinders. Not just on their eyes, but also around their ears. I guess you would call them mufflers. And also some fantastic blinds maybe for your homes. I want you to know that if you think and imagine and fantasize, things will be better. So tonight, when you go home, forget your balance for your checking account. Forget the divorce papers that need to be signed. Forget the alimony. Forget the heat. Because apparently there is no such thing as global warming. I want you to close your eyes and think of rainbows. Beautiful, beautiful rainbows. Thank you so much. I am William Lopez Chang.
Hi everybody, how are we this evening? Great. Great! I'm great as well. I've got my Vice with me. I brought it for a reason, okay? Not just because it's hot out and I'm on 45 minutes of sleep. But because this is Oregon. I'm the governor of Oregon, okay? Sage Lavender Lawrence. Hi. Hi. Hi, Mom. And one of our finest products is coffee, okay? And I'm lucky enough that it's one of my vices because it's kept my state alive and afloat. I don't want to hold it anymore, though, because it's making my hands sweat. So here you go. Thank you, sir. Do you mind? Sure. Don't drink it, though, okay? All right. So I'm here tonight to talk to you about who am I, right? Nobody knows Pacific Northwest. Where's that? Is it a different country? It's not, okay? It's so beautiful. Nobody thinks it could be America, right? So yeah, we've got solar-powered highways. What's that? You guys definitely don't know over here, but it's when the highways are powered by the sun, okay? Not the actual road, but the lights and the signage, okay? I'm not taking anything away from you in the future, America, all right? So, I don't know, my grandfather was a salmon fisherman, all right? And then his father was a salmon fisherman, okay? His son, my father, was a Pinot Noir grower. Who doesn't love Pinot Noir? It's drinkable all the time. Okay, so what I'm here to talk to you guys about today is the fact that I am gay, okay? I'm gay, all right?
I've got kids, and I love everybody. I have problems with touching people sometimes too close. I'm just gonna lay it all out there, okay? Because I want to bring America in. All right, I don't want to keep you away. I'll have dinner parties for random folks, just over the White House. On the lawn, of course, right? Not inside, because that's silly. Not inside without a badge. All right, so I'm going to talk to you about my platform for this year's race, 012, right? It's confusing, right? People are like, oh, it's 02, it's 07. No, it's 012. Oh, let's get to it. Woo! My platform for tonight is hamster. Okay? Yeah. And I'll tell you about that right now. A lot of times in America, we feel like we're on a hamster wheel, right? We're just running and running and running. We're not going anywhere, okay? I have a treadmill in my house. I know what that feels like. And I want to tell you that I'm going to be... I know we have some people out there who remember the Maverick, right? I'm not a Maverick, all right? I'm a pioneer. I'm from Oregon. Woo! Oregon trailblazed this town out. So I am going to be the pioneer hamster for this country, okay? I am going to get off that wheel and I'm going to go straight for the gold, just like the American gymnastics team, those girls. Who didn't like watching them, right? Yeah, I'm a lesbian, so it's a little much, right? Well, I like to point out State Senator Gomez Lopez. That was rude, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. We'll just call William. William over here, I just want to point out that I am the only legitimate candidate because I can get pregnant and I have before. Please vote for me in 2012 tonight because I will be a trailblazing pioneer hamster president of the United States of America. Thank you very much.
Well, because you're special guests of the Charlie Biskinen Show, we made some arrangements with the Electoral Commission, and in fact, you will be deciding the next president of the United States right now. Those were your two candidates, so we're going to ask you now to show with the enthusiasm of your applause which candidate has your vote. So to remind you of their names, William Lopez Chang and Sage Lavender Lawrence.
Nothing wrong with America.
That's for William Lopez Chang. Sage Lavender Lawrence.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
And
I win, right? I win, right?
guys, check out POTUS Festival. Thank you guys so much for being on.
It's gonna be fun.
Thank you.
I'll bring the peanut. Okay.
Think about rainbows.
That was exciting. You know, on the Oregon Trail, I always got cholera or dysentery every time